Hey guys, it's Sunday. You know what that means? It's time for Soul Sunday. Now, on today's episode, I'm going to be discussing some great topics. First, we're going to be talking about universal consciousness, how we are all connected, we are all one. And this illusion of separateness is just that. It's an illusion. I'm going to be telling you today how to break down those barriers inside your mind. I'm also going to be answering a couple of your questions and giving you a little sneak peek at next week's modules of Life 101. So all you got to do is sit back, relax, and get ready. It's Soul Sunday. Today, we're going to be talking about connecting with universal consciousness. You know, we learn through experiences. We grow and we expand. But life stops when we stop growing and expanding our being. Then we become robots doing the same programmed habits, living life on auto replay, same old habits, routines, thoughts, and environment, repeating cycles of relationships, and life passes us by like it happens to us instead of us being conscious and present in it. So how do we change it? Isn't there more to life than this? Absolutely there is. Underneath all of the roles that we play in our daily lives, we are all one and the same. Our true essence at the very core of our being is love. Now, it's more than romantic love. It's the unconditional love of Source or God or whatever you call that energy in the universe. It's a place of bliss. Source energy flows through everything and everyone. It's the eternal consciousness. We're all spiritual, vibrational beings, living in the bodies and undergoing physical experiences. But we're not our bodies. Our bodies are our temporary homes for the time being of each lifetime. This is why I always say, care for your body as the only true home you'll ever have in this life. When we tap into unlimited potential as an expanded consciousness through meditation, for instance, our lives become more than just a set of memorized habits, reactions, and routines. We have been programmed since we were small children, forced into conforming with each other, pushed into schools, and all sitting in those rows of desks. When the veil is lifted, that's when you start connecting to yourself. You'll start living life as conscious creators and co-creators. We start remembering who we really are, limitless spiritual beings. We feel alive. We feel vital. We feel energized and passionate to create and to give. We start seeing how the world really is one, how interconnected we all are with each other and everything around us. The feeling of separation and duality starts to dissipate. We are not separate. That's just an illusion. We're always divided by race, by sexuality, by gender. It's all BS. We are all part of one amazing, incredible, universal consciousness. And when we start to see others through the eyes of that source energy as other spiritual beings like us who are undergoing different life experiences, then we start living with less judgment, knowing that each person is exactly where they need to be on their life path, learning his or her lessons. We don't judge people on the choices they make. Each choice may be necessary for their particular life lesson and for their growth. Judgment of appearance is gone. We don't judge souls on the kind of body they choose to live in this lifetime. In the end, we are all coming back to that source energy, and we shouldn't judge how or how fast each soul is doing it. Understanding this, we live from a state of unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness for ourselves and for others. Being connected with source energy, we now feel safe no matter where we are. We feel loved, even if we're completely alone. We no longer look for another person to complete us. We are complete within ourselves. We feel a sense of belonging, but not to a particular group or a person or a cause, but to the world. We feel peace of mind, releasing hectic mind chatter from our ego. We have been to a state of complete blissful silence where all the thoughts are gone. And having come back from that state, we are never the same. We now understand that we are not our thoughts. We are not our emotions. We simply view them. Understanding that everything passes, we start feeling joyful regardless of the conditions of our lives. We feel joy and we feel bliss just because it's our natural state of being. We are not looking for something outside of us to make us happy. Our lives are now filled with excitement of what each new day will bring. When you wake up in the morning, you're excited to start the day. It's no longer the same old routine. It's always changing, and change is good, full of adventures and unexpected, pleasant surprises. We continue to change from within, to grow and to expand, and everything around us reflects that back to us with external changes. Now, with trust, we let go of attachment to outcome. And when we connect with universal intelligence, our lives become effortless. They're expressions of joy. We shift out of fear into love and freedom. And as we become more conscious, we see that fear is just an illusion. And the only thing that's real is love. We are no longer victims to external forces trying to program us with fear. Stop being a victim. Take control of your life. Start to see through the illusions and stand in the power of your light and your love. Each choice we make is a conscious choice. We understand that our thoughts and our actions and our emotions have a direct effect on the world. We feel a sense of purpose, knowing that by changing ourselves from within, we are literally changing the world, making it a better place. So the question remains, what do our lives look like now? What are we doing with our lives? Are we living in freedom? Are we living in joy, in passion, in love? Are we living as conscious creators of our own reality, as limitless beings of expanded consciousness? If not, you just temporarily forgot who you are. And it's time to tap into universal consciousness to start our journey back to ourselves. You know, we receive a lot of great messages, either private messages or emails through our websites, or even comments on our videos and posts. If you'd like to know something, if there's something on your mind, you'd like to comment or ask a question, please feel free. This community is for all of us to participate. So if there's anything you'd like to talk about, drop us an instant message, send us an email, or if you're comfortable with it, just post it underneath one of our videos. We will certainly tackle your subject. Today, I'm going to discuss two questions that we received recently. All right, let's start with the first one, and it's right here. Do you believe in signs when you are trying to make big decisions in your life? And if so, what signs do you look for? Well, I'll tell you, if I ever get fear about something, and I used to get it all the time, I was literally filled with fear and anxiety 24/7, no matter what I was doing. But now, if I feel fear, I realize immediately that that is a sign that I need to push through something. I have to push through that fear, because on the other side, there is so much growth and blessings for your soul. Fear is an illusion. Fear is a dream killer. You have to go by your gut instinct and what feels right. Now, I know what you're thinking, because that's my job, right? A lot of people don't know the difference between fear and bad vibes. So if you're assuming that your fear is a warning, you're not really sure what to do. Well, I'll tell you this. When I feel fear that I know I need to push through something, I also get a feeling of excitement because now I know that that fear is all that is standing in my way. There is some great benefit on the other side of that fear. So you need to trust those bad vibes. If everything and your entire being and soul is screaming, don't do that, don't go there, that person isn't good for you, anything like that, you always have to trust those messages. Try and tune in to your inner guidance, regardless of what anyone else says about your situation or your decisions. Quiet time alone is really good for this. And I'm always talking about it, but you can't beat meditation for connecting with yourself. Our next question is this one. It seems like we're always covering this. It's, can you please teach me to meditate from step 1? And we've talked about this over and over again. I'll give you some very easy directions, okay? So if you've never meditated before, here's what you need to do. Find a pillow, put it on the floor, and then sit on the pillow with your hips forward so your spine is straight. It's very important. You want your spine straight, up and down. Get into a comfortable position, lotus position, crossed legs. Take your hands, place them on your knees. You have to concentrate then on your breath. So focus on your breathing in and breathing out. Concentrate your mind where you feel that breath most present and let the other thoughts move away. Now, when you first do this, it will seem impossible. You'll have a million thoughts in your mind. Your body's going to be telling you what hurts and what it needs to do. But over time, it will pass. So it's like anything. The more you do it, the better you become, all right? It's not about becoming silent. It's about appreciating the silence. So if you're wondering, how do you not think during the process? I'll tell you. What you need to do is focus on your breath, and anytime your mind strays to anything else, immediately pull it back. It's like training a muscle. It's like training a child. Constantly pull your focus back, and eventually you are going to be in control of your mind. And that is a liberating freedom that you've never felt before. Start tomorrow. Take 5 minutes. Go from there. Add a minute or two every week. It will change your life. Meditation is the only thing that will really connect you to yourself. So if you want some more information on meditation, you can go to our website, freelifetools.com. We've got a lot of information on meditation. We've also got some videos on our YouTube channel. That's taylor-webb television. You'll also find guided meditation where I will guide you through. You just listen, pay attention to my voice, and I guide you through the meditation. In fact, I'll put a link to that video down below if you'd like it. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Catherine and I are having a blast instilling this information with you and coming up with different ways to get the messages out. So I want to thank you for that. Your support has been overwhelming. And again, if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, anything you'd like to know, just drop us a message and we'll get to your question. Absolutely. This group is all about empowering and supporting each other to reach our goals. It's a movement. We change ourselves. We change the world. If you've not joined our Facebook group, now's the time. You can find it at facebook.com/groups/taylor-webb. It's a fantastic community of like-minded people. Like I said, we are all on the same wavelength. We're all supporting each other no matter where we are on our life journey. So we'd love to have you as a member. Invite those friends and family members that you think could use an extra little push in their life to reach their dreams and their goals. So again, it's facebook.com/groups/taylor-webb. And for those of you that have been following along, don't forget Life 101. That is the program that Catherine and I put together for the entire year of 2021. We're giving you bite-sized nuggets of gold every single day, teaching you how to take control of your mind and your life and make the lasting changes that you want to make. Now, we ask you to commit not to us, not to each other, but to yourself, the only one that really matters. So join us in our Facebook group, our Facebook community, each and every day. There'll be a video, there'll be a very simple growth task, but it's going to change the way you think. It's going to change your perception, and perception is everything. Now, as you know, Catherine and I are not hard sellers here. That's not what we're about. But if you're interested in any of our products, our ebooks, or our programs, you can find more information at our store. That's at taylor-webb.org. taylor-webb.com/shop. And if you'd like any information about our coaching programs, you can send us a private message now. We offer it in two different ways. We have a small group coaching program. We also have a one-on-one, much deeper dive, completely immersive experience. If you'd like some more information, just send us an email through our website. We will definitely love to tell you all about that. Tomorrow starts officially week number 2 of Life 101. Next week, we're going to take a deeper dive into meditation. We're also going to be talking about the unbelievable power of be, do, and have. If you don't know anything about that, man, you don't want to miss this. It's going to change your perception. That's going to change everything. Catherine is going to be discussing online gurus. You know, there's so many people online, it's hard to know who to take advice from. That's pretty much all I have for you today. It has been my pleasure, as always, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your Sunday to join me. It is a beautiful day, and it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what the weather is, because every day is a beautiful day. All you got to do is go out, get outside, get some fresh air. Don't worry, be happy, and feel good. See you tomorrow.